Hi,
Hey,
wanna start a band?
fine. Hey there, my name is Ben, and I came to talk to you about a band called the Beatles and how they had a giant influence on rock and roll music. We're gonna talk about how they became the legends they are today. No? Oh, okay. And yes, I'm gonna make a lot of bad bug puns today. And you can't run away because you're in class, and yeah, that stuff. But Ben, the class already knows who the Beatles are. No, they don't. Shut up. So the Beatles were formed in Liverpool in 1960 after a lot of name changing, including the Beatles, Johnny and the Moondogs, the Silver Beatles, and then the Beatles in the middle of August 1960. The Beatles had many successful albums like The White Album, Revolver, Let It Be, Help, A Hard Day's Night, Rubber Soul, Twist and Shout, Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper, and a lot more. Jeez, that was really hard to say. Well, today we live in an age of audio downloading when people are more likely to buy music over the internet than in a record store. And when they are more likely to buy one-hit songs by an artist than an entire album. In some ways, this way of buying music links back to the era before the Beatles, when all resources were focused on the production of a hit song. A song would be recorded, released as a single, and people would buy it, or maybe they won't, I guess. If they did buy it, it would become a hit, and if they didn't, then it won't? Yeah, that sounds right. The Beatles in their early days thrived because their singles were almost always hits. They also made rock and roll music videos a thing. After the Beatles, the music videos rose with Michael Jackson, Peter Gabriel, and more. They also made an impact on recording music with their innovative techniques and involving classical instruments and different sounds in their recordings. Well, in the beginning of 1968, the Beatles were recording the albums Let It Be and Abbey Road. When they started to argue about a lot of different things and fight, one of their recording managers said it was a really bad time for them that year. I guess they were really bugging each other. Yeah, I told you I'm gonna add some puns. In the middle of the year 1970, they broke apart for good, damn it, and started to release songs alone. Today, even after the death of John Lennon and George Harrison, their songs are still loved and remembered. They changed our perspective on rock and roll, pop rock, and music in general, and their effect on music is still ongoing. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.